Welcome back to Joe Stonner Boxing. So Sandy Ryan forces Terri Harper out of their WBO welterweight title fight after only 4 rounds. I've got to be honest, I'm surprised. I'm a bit surprised by that. Sandy, she's 30 years old, so she's pretty much in her prime. She's been a welterweight, am I right in saying, all of her professional career? She's only had 8 fights now, but not a very long professional career. But she looked in there like a proper welterweight, whereas Terri, she's 3 years younger at 27. She's been a super featherweight champ, and she's currently a super welterweight champ. So I thought she'd give, even allowing for the fact that she's in no shape or form a natural welter, certainly not a natural super welter. I thought because she's fought, bigger women, she's fought, Brackhouse and Hannah Rankin, and I thought she'd be able to at least last the distance with Sandy Ryan, but not a bit of it. This was by far Sandy Ryan's best career performance, I think. She looked really spiteful in there. She looked physically so much stronger than Terri. Terri got very good skills, can handle, bigger girls at a lower level because she is so skillful. But Sandy didn't let her get a foothold in the fight. First round was, decent-ish, for both girls. They were just having a look at each other, really. These are 2-minute rounds, of course, which I despise, but there we are. In the second round, I felt that Sandy really started to take over, and she was landing some very, very hurtful punches in clusters. And she was a little bit overeager. Between, I think, the third and the fourth round, her corner said, look, you've thrown punches like an amateur. You've got to, put your foot down and pick your punches a bit better. Plant your feet, get some sort of weight behind your punches, and then because you'll hurt her. And yeah, it's just looking at Terri. She did look a bit soft around the middle, to be honest with you, whereas Sandy looked solid, really solid. I think both girls roughly the same height, about 5'9". But whenever Sandy Ryan landed, Terri was feeling it, and in the third round, she was getting, pinged around, to be honest with you. And she was visibly, she couldn't seem to find either the power or the physicality to either tie Sandy up or get her respect and keep her honest, keep her off her. She couldn't keep her feet moving enough, control the distance. She couldn't even seem to sort of run, to be honest with you, because Ryan was over her like the proverbial sauce over spaghetti. It was a case of Sandy Ryan really having some spiteful intent. And again, no one's flawless. I'm sure she'll look at that fight and think, I could have done this, I could have done that. The corner will have criticisms. But I do think, like I said, I think it's her best performance yet. I thought there was a clinical intent there, which sometimes in the past she hasn't quite shown. I do think she was very, very unfortunate not to get a decision against Jessica McCaskill. That was a split draw. She is the WBO welterweight champ. That was her belt. She'd won it previously, and this was a defence. So she wants to maybe a rematch with McCaskill. I think, isn't Lauren Price fighting McCaskill? But she wants all the belts in the welterweight division. And afterwards, she was saying, I want Chantel Cameron can have it if she wants it, or Natasha Jonas maybe. But I got to be honest. I thought Terri Harper would last longer. I thought this was distance fight. Not a bit of it, not even close. So well done to Sandy Ryan. Yeah, great performance, and a little bit of a statement, even though it was against a much smaller woman, who ironically holds a belt at a higher weight. That is the case with women's boxing. The girls jump, like I said in my preview, the girls jump up and down the weights, picking up all sorts of belts because even though there are some very talented female fighters, there isn't the depth, sort of weight division for weight division that there needs to be. for girls to sort of stick with one or two weights. I mean, the guys go up and down the weights, but not to the extent of the women. Women jumping up from super feather to super welterweight. I mean, it's a hell of a jump. But yeah, what did you think, Sandy Ryan? Who's next for her? What did you think of the performance? I think if they'd been the same size, Terri Harper would have stood a good chance of winning. But they weren't. They clearly weren't. They have weight divisions for a reason, as they say. But what do you think? What do you think of the fight? Comments below, of course, as always. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please hit the like button as well. And I'll catch you later. And, of course, bye for now.